Majora's Mask 3D has finally been announced, and somebody hold me. This is the game I've been waiting for. Majora's Mask is by far my favorite 3D Zelda, and a remake with updated visuals is something that has made me hold off from playing through it recently. In honor of the announcement, I decided that I would count off my favorite masks that you can obtain in the game. Unfortunately, looking back on it, most of the masks were extremely pointless and didn't grant Link any cool abilities. That's why I'm cutting this top 10 a little short and doing a top 7. The perfect number for the perfect game. Without further ado, here's the top 7 masks in Majora's Mask. Number 7. Kamaro's Mask. To be honest, this mask is super pointless. It's on the list purely because of how insane and WTF it is. To get this mask, you have to go find the ghost of Kamaro dancing on a mushroom in Termina Field. It's a crazy setup, but what the mask does is even stranger. It gives you the ability to dance like Kamaro. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's too weird to not put this on the list as a favorite. This perfectly encapsulates just all the strangeness that's in Majora's Mask. Number 6. The Blast Mask. This mask has a special place in my heart in that it was the first mask I got all by myself. To obtain this mask, you have to stop a thief on the night of the first day. Being a good citizen, I gladly beat the crook into submission. My reward? One of the craziest masks in the game. When you wear the Blast Mask and press B, it literally explodes with the magnitude of a bomb. Of course, it hurts Link when it explodes, but this is really handy if you run out of bombs and need one quick. And if you can shield at the right moment, you won't even take damage. This is almost like an unlimited supply of bombs. Number 5. The Zora Mask. I really enjoy all of the transformation masks. These masks, rather than give Link a super specific ability, physically transform him into whatever the mask resembles. The Zora Mask was made using the soul of the fatally injured guitarist Mikao. After a horrifying transition screen once you put it on, you become a Zora and get some of the coolest abilities in the game. You're able to swim and fight swiftly in water, along with being able to interact with other Zoras. On land, you can even use your arm fins to fight and shoot them out like boomerangs. This mask is extremely versatile and is necessary in many of the game's puzzles. Number 4. The Bunny Hood. This mask is a necessity if you want to play the game and finish things in a reasonable amount of time. Among looking super stylish, this mask gives the benefit of doubled speed, which also lets you jump twice as far off of ledges. This mask also helps you get to events on time and generally speeds up the game. It's super helpful, and it's one of the masks that I always go out of my way to get whenever I replay the game. Number 3. The Goron Mask. This mask is very similar to the Zora Mask. This was made from the soul of a Goron, namely Darmani, who had died. Once you put it on, you are transformed into a giant, strong Goron. The abilities that you get with this are some of the coolest in the game. You're able to use the Goron Stomp, carry heavy things, walk on lava, and even punch with fire fists. By far my favorite thing Goron Link can do though, is rolling around and destroying enemies. Number 2. The Stone Mask. This mask is a lifesaver later in the game. Once you obtain the Lens of Truth, you are able to see a soldier who is wearing the mask. After giving him a red potion, he gives it to you. This mask is extraordinary because it essentially makes you invisible to most enemies and NPCs in the game. If you don't want to deal with fighting enemies, you can just put this mask on and slip past them seamlessly. You can even interact with some of the NPCs in Clocktown and see what they're thinking. This is a must-have mask for any player of the game. Number 1. The Fierce Deity's Mask. This is hands down the best mask in the game. In fact, it's so good that you need to trade in all of your other masks in order to receive this for the final battle. Once Link puts it on, he transforms into the Fierce Deity, which is Majora's eternal rival. This mask puts all other transformation masks to shame. It gives Link triple the power, and his sword can shoot energy beams when locked onto an enemy. It's almost unfair to use this against the bosses. The catch to this though is that it's only usable in boss rooms, which makes it a severely limited mask. That doesn't stop it from being the best and most amazing mask in the game though. When you play through, you've got to try and get this mask. It's such a satisfying reward to close out the game. And that's the end of my top 7. As you can see, there's a bunch of awesome masks in the game, and I can't wait to use them again in the glorious remake. Of course, there's some awful ones too, but the good masks really outshine the bad ones. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.